Junebug here, and today I'm going to be teaching how to make chocolate chip cookies. A few of you requested this, and I love baking, so I decided I would show you guys how to make some old-fashioned chocolate chip cookies from New England, which is like one of my favorite places in the world, so yeah. So first you're going to need an electronic mixer or a bowl that you can mix yourself. Now you need some measuring cups. So now on to the ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is all-purpose flour, like big thing of that, and also normal sugar, like just sugar, and then also brown sugar. You're also going to need like butter and 2 eggs, so 1, 2. Then you need pure vanilla extract and baking soda, and then also get some salt. So the first thing you have to do is take your butter. Oh, by the way, like I said, you need 2 sticks of butter. I don't really remember whether I said that or not, but you put them in a glass bowl because you're going to need to heat them up. I recommend heating them up for like somewhere between 20 and 30 seconds, and you put like butters in there. As you may have noticed already, I'm only using another half stick of butter because I don't have more baking butter, but it doesn't, and so I suggest replacing all the parts that you don't need, like you don't have of butter. If you don't have butter, then like just use normal oil. So yeah. Heat the butter in the microwave for 30 seconds. Waiting for the butter to melt. Yeah. So now that we have our nicely liquidy melted butter right here, the next step is to, well, take the bowl here and you pour it into the bowl. It's kind of slimy. I suggest you wash your hand. Like me, you wash your hands before you do this because it gets slimy. And then also, like, always have a towel ready at hand. Yeah. So you pour the butter in, and you also now have to pour in the sugar. So I guess I'll start with the brown sugar, although it's not necessary. It's just butter left. Hold on. Put the brown sugar in. When you're putting in the brown sugar, I suggest that you like push it down because brown sugar, like it's like light, it's full of air, so you have to push it down. So you add 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, so that would be, that's 2/3, that's half. So a fourth would be like right there. And so now you have to squeeze it down like that to get it like that. And then you put the brown sugar in. Oh God! Hashtag explosion. If you didn't see that, a bunch of like butter flew everywhere. So yeah. So I have a, if you're filming this like I am on YouTube, if you're using like a computer, just put a napkin over it because it protects it. So yeah. So now it's time to get the normal sugar out. So you can see the sugar. If you can see like white and dark sugar, like it's actually the same thing. This isn't brown sugar. It's the same thing. It's just like different colors. So how much do I need of this? Yeah. So then 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar and 3/4 of a cup of normal sugar. And for the butter, I said 2 sticks, right? And if you're not exactly sure whether they'll be the same or equal, that's actually that's exactly 1 cup of butter. So 3/4 of a cup would be right there. Okay, that's 1 cup. Pour some back. And that's like 7/8. And that's about 3/4. So 3/4 of a cup. Pour it in with the brown sugar. No mixing yet, by the way. So yeah, that's the sugars. So the next step is to take a teaspoon of vanilla extract and put it in with the sugar and butter. So a teaspoon is about this size. Be careful while you're pouring it. I actually just pouring it over the bowl. Oh, I love the smell of vanilla. It smells so good, right? And so now it's time for you to start mixing. If you're mixing it handmade, just mix it until it's through and dissolved. And for people using an electronic mixer like me, just put it to like a low setting. So when the mixer's finally over, make sure it's all dissolved. So here, I'll show you. It should look light. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, there. Now it's time to add 2 of your eggs. I said a teaspoon of vanilla, right? I keep forgetting to like put the amount. So yeah, it was a teaspoon of vanilla. So you put 2 eggs. What I like to do is, just so I don't make a mess, I crack them and then I put both of them in a bowl first. And then I pour it in so it doesn't make much of a mess. And then you mix it until the eggs are beaten smooth. So now that the eggs are beaten smooth, I guess I'll show you guys what that's supposed to look like. So you always want to make sure, try to make it look a little bit like mine, like right there. So yeah, so now it's time to add the dry ingredients. So the first dry ingredient being the flour. And you need 2 cups and, well, 2 1/4 of a cup of flour. So just add 2 cups of flour and then 1/4 of a cup, basically. So flour there, and I have a cup and 1/4 of a cup. So first you take, maybe so you guys can see this. Put this, yeah, so you take 1 cup, I'll pull out so it doesn't spill completely. Got it. And if it has overflow like mine, you just scrape it off with your finger. You can wash it off. You can wash your finger off afterward. Pour it in there, and then do the 2nd cup. I hate it when my hands are like really, really dry. So now I suggest we go wash our hands. So now that we've got all the flour in here, it's time to put in the baking soda. So like the vanilla, you need a teaspoon of baking soda. So baking soda, and just go in and get a teaspoon like that, and then so after the baking soda, we need another teaspoon of salt. And so, yeah, another teaspoon of salt. Put the rest of the baking soda in there. Now, put the salt in. Yeah. And after the salt, I guess that's it. And now, of course, comes for the final and most important part, the chocolate chips. Because what, of course, could have chocolate chip cookies without chocolate chips? Well, before you do the chocolate chips, you of course have to mix in the dry ingredients, which I forgot to do before I told you guys that we were doing chocolate chips. Bad me. So I should do that. Oh, and by the way, the batter by now should kind of look like that. And we're actually finally going to do the chocolate chips like I said before, but I lied, so yeah. So take your cups. You need 2 cups of chocolate chips. And yeah, so 2 awesome bag of chocolate chips. I like to spread around the chocolate chips even before they get mixed. Just to extra mix them around because you don't want some cookies that have no chocolate chips and then some cookies that are literally made out of chocolate chips. So yeah, and there's another cup. So there you have it. You have some nice chocolate chip cookie batter. And of course, like before, I said that chocolate chips were the most important part, right? Well, guess what? It's not the most important part. Because obviously, every baker needs to make sure that their batter is just correct. So taste testing is very important. Now, of course, you have to clean up everything, put them back in the cupboard, and in my house, I actually have to wash all the dishes that I use, so that. Sorry for the music in the background, it's my dad. Yeah, whatever. So, I'll see you guys in a second. Well, for you guys. For me, it's probably going to be about another 15 minutes. So we can put the cookies into, well, the dough into cookies. Okay, I'm back with my plates I'm going to be cooking the cookies with. I recommend having 2, like, how many inches is this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Somewhere around like 1.5 feet in circular. I don't know, just big dishes. Because this, even though this doesn't look like it, well, actually, it kind of does. Yeah, it's this much batter. This is actually a lot of batter. So you need that, and also I like to have an ice cream scooper. It kind of depends on what kind, but I like the kind you can sort of like you press it and then it goes like that. And they're small too, but they make perfect cookie size. So then you just scoop one up to make it even like that, and should I get here or here? You just like plop it down on there, and you take another one and you do the same thing. Maybe have all of them at least like 2 inches, like, okay, so maybe when it's in a row together, so like here, this would be 1 row around the outer circle, have them at least 2 inches apart, and then when you're going into another row, probably maybe 1 inch apart, at the very least. So, yeah. So, I don't think you guys want to watch me put like 5 million cookies on these plates, so I'm going to skip ahead to the part where I actually cook them. So, I'll see you guys there. So, hey guys, I've finished putting all of the cookies on the platter. For each platter, I have about 15 cookies, so like 30 or 40 cookies in all. I have a little bit extra batter that I haven't put into. So, because I'm really stupid, I forgot to preheat the oven. But when you do when you're not stupid like me and preheat the oven, you want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So, this guy just press bake, and then reheat. Boom, and then I wait for like 10 or 15 minutes again. So, yeah. Yeah, you're done making cookies. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just heads up, very sorry for no uploads. I've been very busy this week. I know I said I'd be doing more uploads, but I've been very busy, and also I've sort of run out of ideas of what to do. And so yeah, please leave what you guys want me to do in the comments. And yeah, you can try making these cookies. Leave what you want me to do in the comments, and I'll do more videos. Hopefully, I'll be able to, do more videos. I'm sorry, I'm stammering right now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.